Hello everyone, my name is Rishabh Madani from Operations Specialization of Wellinger Institute of Management, Mumbai. Today our group is going to discuss on the topic called Global Impact of Recent Microsoft Outage, Analyzing Disruptions Across Services and Industries. The topic of our presentation today dwells into far-reaching consequences of recent Microsoft outage, an event that sent shockwaves across the globe, disrupting services industry on an unprecedented scale. The outage served as a stark reminder of the delicate balance of our digital ecosystem and the potential repercussions when critical infrastructure falters. The ripple effects of the disruption were felt far and wide, impacting businesses, individuals, and essential services, underscoring the critical need for robust contingency plans and diversified technological solutions. Moving on to the introduction.
Hello everyone, myself Pranav Vasamsetti, and we are going to talk about the Microsoft outage, which unfolded on July 19th, 2024. Users across the globe encountered frustrating scenarios of services unavailability, sluggish performance, and insufferable difficulties in accessing vital tools such as Azure, Teams, Outlook, and Office 365. The root cause of this remains under investigation, but the preliminary findings point towards a potential network issues or configurations error within the Microsoft's Interact Cloud infrastructure, possibly compounded by faulty CrowdStrike security update. The repercussions of this outage hit diverse sectors, including banking, airline, healthcare, IT, and highlighting the indispensable role of digital infrastructure in today's interconnected world and the urgent need of robust contingency plan to mitigate such unforeseen events. Moving on to the next part, today we'll examine the different impacts on different sectors. The first one will be starting up with the banking sector in the United States. We saw widespread disruptions affecting major banks like TD Bank, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and US Bank employees at the JP Morgan Chase faced difficulties in accessing the workstations, which impacted their internal operations. While some banks such as Citibank and US Bank reported minimal impact, with Citibank experiencing login issues, another TD Bank had put up the notice about the global disruptions on their websites as well. Moving on to the impact on Canadian, Australian, New Zealand, and South African banks. The Canadian Bankers Association reported the Canadian banks were reviewing the situation, assuring the customers of these banking systems robustness and anticipating the temporary impacts. In Australia and New Zealand, banks were experiencing outages in online services, with reports indicating widespread service disruptions in the early day. Two major banks faced service disruptions affecting their ATM and card usages. In South Africa, the National Banking Association reported significant impact on several minority deposit institutions. Even these not using CrowdStrike faced the disruption due to the vendor issues affecting the services like digital accounts and accounts payable as well. Moving on to the ripple effect. Regarding the ripple effect, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency observed the increase in the phishing attempts, exploiting the chaos. Organizations were urged to follow the instructions from legitimate sources to avoid any further issues. Moving on to the next topic, we'll be discussing by my colleagues.
Hello everyone, I'm Parmeet Singh. I'm a final year student from Wellinger Institute of Management. I'll be talking about the sector which was hit the most during the Microsoft outage, that is the aviation sector. Here we have the total number of flights that were affected directly or due to the cascading effects of the Microsoft outage. That stands at 3,000. Furthermore, we'll be talking about the global impact on the aviation industry. Flight disruptions were seen. Over 2,500 flights were delayed and 1,000 flights were cancelled directly. Operational challenges were faced: disrupted scheduling and rebooking systems, manual management of flight operations, which were unheard of in these days. Communication breakdowns were seen, hindered coordination among airline and airport staff, inefficiency in gate management and passenger systems because all of it moved towards manual management. Customer service issues were raised: longer wait times due to inaccessible booking systems, and reduced service quality of passengers seeking assistance. Data management disruptions were seen: hindered coordination among airline and airport staff, inefficiencies in gate management, and passenger assistance. Security concerns were raised too: raised concerns over reliance on a single IT provider, promoted reassessment of backup and contingency plans. Furthermore, we can talk about mitigating these kinds of problems in future. What we can do is diversification of IT providers, use multiple cloud service providers to avoid reliance on a single provider, implement redundancy across different platforms to ensure continuous operations. We can set up a robust backup system too, maintain comprehensive backup systems for critical operations data, maintain test regularly backup systems to ensure that they can be activated quickly in case of an outage. Disaster recovery plan. Develop and frequently update disaster recovery plan that include detailed steps for handling IT outages. Conduct regular drills and simulations to prepare staff for emergency situations. We can also improve communication channels by establishing alternative communication channels that can be used if primary system fail. Train staff on using these alternative channels effectively. Enhance cybersecurity measures. Strengthen cybersecurity protocols to protect against potential threats that could lead to outages. Then we can continuously monitor and update these security measures to avoid evolving risks. Moving ahead,
Uh,
my colleague will be taking the further PPT.
Talking about the impact of the outage on healthcare sector, the healthcare sector with its critical dependence on technology was severely impacted by the Microsoft outage. The disruption had a cascading effect, creating a chain reaction that compromised various aspects of healthcare operations. The outage triggered an immediate breakdown in communication as Teams and Outlook became unavailable, hindering crucial interaction between healthcare professionals. The inability to access cloud-based electronic health records further complicated matters, delaying diagnosis, treatment decisions, and medical refills. Telehealth services, a lifeline for many patients, were also disrupted, with virtual appointments and remote consultations being cancelled or postponed. The outage was hampered administrative tasks, slowing down scheduling, billing, and inventory management. The cumulative impact of these disruptions was significant. Patient safety was jeopardized due to delays in diagnosis, treatment, and communication. The outage was eroded patient trust and dissatisfaction. Additionally, healthcare organizations faced financial losses due to cancelled appointments, reduced productivity, and potential costs associated with addressing security vulnerabilities that arose during the outage. The temporary suspension of CrowdStrike's proactive threat detection further heightened concerns about cybersecurity, leaving healthcare systems more susceptible to potential cyber attacks. Moving on to the next topic.
Hello everyone, myself Pranav Kulkarni from second year V School Operations Department. Talking about the impact of Microsoft's blue screen update on IT and tech sector and causing operational disruptions and service failures. As the outage unfolded, the key Microsoft services such as Azure, Office 365, and Dynamics 365 faced severe disruption. Businesses that depended on these platforms experienced immediate operational disruption. Virtual machines failed, data storages became inaccessible, and critical applications were rendered unusable. This not only affected day to day operations but also raised serious concerns about data integrity and cybersecurity. For instance, Azure's computer services saw a halt in virtual machine provisioning, scaling, and management. These disruptions cascaded down to various industries, from e commerce to healthcare, highlighting the interdependence of businesses on cloud infrastructure. The unavailability of Azure's stage storage services further complicated data management as companies struggled to secure access and secure their information. Meanwhile, Office 365 users encountered issues with Outlook, Teams, and SharePoint. Email communication was interrupted, virtual meetings were cancelled, and document collaboration came to a standstill. The impact was felt acutely by remote workers and multinational companies, for whom these tools are indispensable. Dynamics 365 users faced problems with CRM and ERP services. Sales processes were disrupted, customer interactions were hindered, and financial operations were stalled. These disruptions underscored the critical nature of CRM and ERP systems in maintaining business continuity. Moving on, talking about the immediate BCP strategies, Microsoft's immediate response was a testament to its robust business continuity plan. The company swiftly activated disaster recovery protocols to restore services. Redundant data centers and failure systems were brought online to ensure service continuity. This quick mobilization was crucial in minimizing downtime and stabilizing critical operations. Communication played a pivotal role during this crisis. Microsoft provided real time updates through status pages, social media, and direct notifications. This transparency helped manage customer expectations and provided much needed clarity in time of uncertainty. Additionally, the company ramped up its support staffing to handle the influx of customer inquiries, showcasing a commitment to customer service even amidst a crisis. Internally, Microsoft mobilized incident response teams to coordinate efforts and resolve the outage efficiently. This internal coordination ensured a streamlined response, minimizing confusion and delays. Moving on to the next topic.
Okay. The Microsoft outage served as a powerful wake up call, revealing several critical lessons that we cannot afford to ignore. Mainly, the interconnectedness of modern IT systems was starkly exposed. The outage demonstrated how a single point of failure can trigger a domino effect, cascading disruptions across multiple systems and services. The incident highlighted the dangers of over reliance of a single vendor. The disruption underscored the importance of diversifying IT, IT infrastructure and having a robust backup plan to mitigate these kind of impacts in the future. The outage served a sobering reminder of constant threats of cyber attacks. The temporary suspension of CrowdStrike's proactive threat detection capabilities during the outage amplified concerns over cybersecurity, emphasizing the need for multiple layers of defense and continuous vigilance. The importance of clear and transparent communication during IT disruptions was also evident. The need for well defined communication protocols, both for internal and external stakeholders, became crucial for managing expectations and maintaining trust. Finally, the outage underscored the absolute necessity of preparedness. Regular testing of backup systems, disaster recovery plan, and incident response procedures is not just a best practice, but a necessity to ensure resilience in the face of future technological challenges. Moving on.
To conclude this topic, the Microsoft CrowdStrike outage has been a stark reminder of the fragility of our interconnected digital world. The ripple effects of this disruption, felt across industries and continents, have underscored the critical need for robust contingency plan, diversified technological solutions, and a proactive approach to cybersecurity. The outage has taught us valuable lessons about the interconnectedness of modern IT systems, the dangers of over-reliance on single vendor, constant threat of cyber attacks. It has also highlighted the importance of clear communication and preparedness in mitigating the impact of such events. The incident serves as a catalyst for change, urging us to build a more resilient and secure digital infrastructure. The embracing multi-cloud strategies, strengthening cybersecurity measures, implementing robust backup systems, and prioritizing proactive monitoring and response, we can collectively work towards a future where technological disruptions are minimized. The Microsoft outage is not just a story of disruption, it's a story of resilience, adaptation, and the unwavering pursuit of a more secure and reliable technological future. The lessons learned from this event will undoubtedly shape the way we approach IT infrastructure and disaster recovery planning in the years to come. It is a call to action for businesses and individuals alike to prioritize preparedness and continuous improvement in it navigating the complexity of the digital age. I hope the presentation we did was helpful and gave some clear insights or related to this topic. Thank you very much once again. We are Group 17 of Business Consulting, Wellinger Institute of Management, Specialization Operations. Thank you very much.